How tennis rackets have changed, right? So, your true false is first there is true false, and then after that, question number 8 देखि 13 सम्म one word only, होइन? So first कुन गर्ने? Fill in the blanks all right. Now, Mike and Bob brain. Where is this? Mike and Bob brain. Paragraph. Can you find Mike and Bob brain? Mike and paragraph 3. Yeah. Mike and Bob brain made changes to the types of we have very particular with our racket specification. They say all our rackets are sent from our manufacturer to Tampa, Florida, where our frames go through a thorough customization process. Mike and Bob made changes to the types of product used on their racket frames. They explain how they have adjusted not only racket length, but even experimented with different kinds of paint. So types of means kinds of. What is the answer is? Paint. Paint. 9 number. Players were not allowed. Players were not allowed to use the spaghetti. Where is this? Spaghetti strong. Let's find this because the amount of data it created. Spaghetti strong. Where is that tall? Spaghetti strong. Yeah. Spaghetti strong, right? Players were not allowed means it was quickly banned. Racket because the amount of data it created. So it created what? It created a string bed that is generated so much top spin. So the answer is top spin. It created a string bed that generated so much top spin that it was quickly banned by the International Tennis Federation. So the answer is top spin. TOPSPIN. What about 10 number? Changes to rackets can be regarded as being as important as players' diets or the data they do. Players' diets. Players changes to rackets. So change means modification. Racket modification. So here, right? Racket modification became a regularity. Today it is many ways as aspect as of the game that is equal in significance to in nutrition or training. So the answer is diet means what? Players diets भनेको nutrition or nutrition. So answer is training. One is nutrition or the training they do, right? TRAINING. Yes. 11 number. All rackets used to have natural strings made from the dot of animals. So made from of animals. Oh. Animals means sheep or cow. Okay. All tennis rackets are strong with natural gut made from the outer layer of sheep or cow intestine. So the answer is? Okay. We tried only one word. All rackets used to have natural strings made from the dash of animals. Animals के बाट बनेको रे? At one time, all tennis rackets were strong with natural gut. Natural gut made from the outer layer of sheep or cow intestines. भनेपछि केले बनाएर रहेछ त? Gut and intestines. यो दुईटै हुन्छ होला answer. You can write anyone. So intestines चाहिँ लेखौँ त है. TSTINES. Yes. Pete Sampras, where is this name? Just below of that. Pete Sampras had metal. Metal what? Pete Sampras had metal put into the frames of his rackets. Where is Pete Sampras? Can you find Pete Sampras? Yes. Yeah. Pete Sampras had metal. Metal means lead. Lead means metal, right? Put into the frames of his rackets. Lead weights onto his rackets. So the answer is weights. Weights, right? Yes. 30 number. Gonzalo Oliveira changed the dirt on his racket handles. So where is this name? Gonzalo Oliveira changed the. So what did he change? Where is this name? Gonzalo. Yeah, right. Gonzalo Oliveira replaced the. Change means replace, right? Change the. What did he change? Original grips. So the answer is grips. GRIPS. Yes. Fine. So fill in the blanks completed, right? Now true, false. Law. People had expected Andy Murray. Andy Murray. What is this name? In the first paragraph, right? People had, so date is also given 2016. So in 2016, in the beginning of the passage, right? Paragraph. People had expected Andy Murray to become the world's top tennis player. So people had expected about him that to become the world top tennis player. If they had expected about him to become top tennis player, that is true. If not, then that is false. Nothing, then not given. Professional tennis player Andy Murray was ranked as the world's number one. He was ranked as number one. So it was an incredible achievement. Well, tennis player for at least 5 years before 2016. So what is written here in the last sentence? Look at this. Yet 5 years previously, 5 वर्ष अगाडि नै he had been regarded as a talented outsider. He was a talented outsider regarded as that who entered but never won the major tournaments. तर major tournaments चाहिँ he did not win, right? So expected भयो कि who never won भनेपछि answer is false. False, right? Yes. Let's move to the 2 number. The change that Andy Murray made to his rackets attracted a lot of attention. If that attracted a lot of attention, that is true. Less attention, then false. Nothing is mentioned about attention, more or less, that is not given. The change that Andy Murray made to his rackets. So here is written, right? Of the changes that accounts of the transformation, one was visible and widely publicized in 2011. Murray invited former number one player Ivan Lendl to own his coaching team, a valuable addition. Used to pass more or less unnoticed. So what is the answer? And the change was so subtle as to pass more or less unnoticed. More or less unnoticed means attracted a lot of attention. Oh, right? So the answer is false. 3 number. Most of the world's top players take a professional racket stringer on tour with them. So when they are on tour, they means this world top players. They take a professional racket stringer on tour with them. When they are on tour, they just took. If they took those racket, then that is true. If not, then false. Whether they have taken or not taken, if that is not mentioned, then not given. Touring professionals. Yes. Touring professionals have their Rackets customized to their specific needs. Customize. है सो इज इट टकिङ अबाउट यसले क्वेसनले के भन्दैछ मोस्ट अफ द वर्ल्ड टप प्लेयर्स टेक प्रोफेसनल्स प्राय सबै टप प्लेयरहरूले चाहिँ वर्ल्डको सबैले चाहिँ प्रोफेसनल ऱ्याकेट टुरमा जाँदाखेरि त्यो बोकेर जान्छन् भन्दैछ राइट सो टुरमा जाँदा सबैले बोकेर जान्छन् ट्रु टुरमा जाँदा सबैले बोकेर जाँदैनन् फल्स टुरमा जाँदा बोकेर जान्छन् कि जाँदैनन् मेन्सन छैन नट गिभन टुरिङ प्रोफेसनल्स ह्याभ देयर ऱ्याकेट्स कस्टमर टु द स्पेसिफिक निड्स युके बेस्ड प्रोफेसनल इट इज अ हाइली इम्पोर्टेन्ट पार्ट अफ सो टुरमा जाँदा सबैले बोकेर जान्छन् कि जाँदैनन् इट्स नट मेन्सन छ त टेक अ युएस प्रोफेसनल टेनिस प्लेयर माइक छैन सो एन्सर इज नट गिभन हो यस यस त्यही हो मेन बेस चाहिँ यो स्टेटमेन्टलाई नै मान्नु पर्यो सो माइक एन्ड बब ब्रेन वेयर इज माइक एन्ड बब ब्रेन लेट्स फाइन्ड ए त्योभन्दा तल है use rackets that are light in comparison to the majority of rackets. So if they use rackets that are light, halka wala racket use gare भने that is true, bhari wala gare भने that is false. If either light or happy, if not mentioned, then not given. That's not how they participate on only neutral racket and what you experiment with different kinds of paint. The rackets there is no more. So what is the answer? Huh? False. It is saying the rackets they use now more way more bari, heavy. It is saying they are using light. They use rackets that are light. So answer is false. False. What about 5 number? Werner Fischer. Where is this name? Let's find. Werner Fischer played a spaghetti strong racket. He played this racket that he designed himself. If he designed himself this racket, that is true. Not designed himself, that is false. Whether he has designed or not designed, if that is not mentioned, then not given. What is this name? Werner Fischer. Yeah, here. Werner Fischer. So racket modification, new paragraph, right? What is the answer? Modification mainly date back to when the player started playing with the so-called strong racket. He created a string bed that generated so much top spin. It was quickly banned by the interested tennis players. However, within a decade or two, cricket modification became a regularity. Today, it is in an aspect of the game that is equal in significance to nutrition or training. So when a Fisher played the expedition that he designed himself. So designed or not designed is not mentioned. So answer is not given, right? So what about 6th number? Let's move further. The weather can affect how the professional players adjust. Weather can affect, then that is true. Weather cannot affect, false. Weather can affect or not affect, if not mentioned, then not given. The student on the rackets. They will continually change it depending on various factors, including the court service, climate conditions is mentioned, right? So climate condition means weather. So weather can affect one. But the answer is true. Last number, 7 number. It was believed that now if this is the case of exam I suppose for example, like false, not given, false, not given. Oh, if true was also not used, if this 6 number was answer also false, then false, not given, false, not given, false, not given. The last goes true. All types of questions we get. It was believed that the change Pate Sampras made to his rackets contributed to his strong serve. Change Pate Sampras made, whatever Pate Sampras has made to his rackets, if that contributed to strong serve, That is true. If not contributed, that is false. Whether that contributed or not contributed, if not given, then not given. What is the answer? Did you find the location? Where is?
Leading weight on to the racket.
Huh?
Leading weight on to the racket.
Leading?
Weight on to the racket.
Third last paragraph, however, wala paragraph, right?
Yeah.
Many players go beyond this basic information to strings and make changes to the racket frame itself. For example, most of the serving power of US professional player Pete Sampras was attributed, means contributed, was attributed to the addition of 4 or 5 leads weights onto his rackets. It was believed that the change Pete Sampras made to his rackets contributed to the strong serve. So contributed, right? So the answer is true. It's over, right? Yes. So finally you can check. This was yes. So fine.
Yeah.
Can you do passage 2?
Yeah.
Part 2. You do yourself, okay? Okay, please.